Hey everybody, it's Sergeant Soldier. It's time for another episode of Incoming!
Axis of
Sergeant Soldier here, and this is Incoming 22, I think. We got a good one this week because, it's about a week after payday, so everything's starting to kind of come in. I had a couple of bodies that I was waiting on that I was wanting to put some heads on, and I got them off Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description. I'll show them off here in a minute. But here's what we got. We're advancing a few things. There's Batgirl. She's wearing. I ordered those stickers, and they're the bat signal, and they're puffy, and they're like self stick. Like they're even stuck on to the piece of cardboard that they came in. I think I got 4 of them on there, and I put that on her sweater. I added a yellow adventure team dog tag. She's got a wrist communicator, and I took a pair of nippers to the yellow ammo belt and web gear that Cotswold sells. They sell yellow, so it comes with like a pouch. I cut off the canteen. It comes with a pouch over here and a little something to slide something down on the other side. And of course, she's in her red Chuck Taylors. Next up is the I think it's called narrow shouldered version 2 or something like that of the company that I buy from off of Amazon Prime. And this one came in, and the Deadpool head snapped right in. That black adapter was perfectly fit. The uniform just came off of a World Peacekeepers Ranger and desert uniform. Shemog from Zukov's attic, and he's hiding his hands right now because I'm waiting on some of the other avatar that I have of my friend Aaron. He has gloved, bendy hands on now, and I've got a pair coming from Cotswold that comes with a knee pad, which was something I was mentioning to Aaron today about where, yeah, we wore knee pads, but how many do you need? And I always wore just one on my right knee. And that's because you usually kneel on your dominant knee, and so I'm right-handed, so right knee. And that would always hit the ground so much that without that protection, and I don't think I wore anything this sophisticated, but these came with the gloves for like $11.99 plus the bendy hands that'll go on later of some green Nomex gloves. He's wearing some World Peacekeeper boots. I've got a different kind of pair coming that are more Danner-like. Okay. Jim Edmer reminded me the other day of the scoped laser pointer pistol. That's a African American hand holding it, and he's going to be beefing it up slightly to make the pistol handle a little bit thicker this way and that, so that the hand, when it grips onto it, is really holding something kind of beefy, so it doesn't fall out or twist or anything like that. I've had trouble with it being a little bit too narrow, and that's straight off the Sten gun. So, no knock on Jim. I mean, he literally copied it straight up from a Sten gun that I kind of handed him to angle that. And I think he may even designed the whole thing ground up, but he did get it from that. And that was based on, Star Wars blasters, so that makes sense for Jim Egner being TK460. But that is the sculpt version. I've got a bunch of these coming. I'm going to be able to print up about 30 of them and get those ready for giveaways and sales. You know, certain people will get them in the mail, so certain people will get them. They can buy them over on Cotswold, hopefully, if the other 20 that I've already sold him manage to sell eventually. Okay. Probably gonna wonder why I've got Worf and Data up here, and he's holding Luke's Empire lightsaber, I believe. I don't know why, but that is a whatchamacallit. I forgot the name earlier today too. It's the one Deep Space Nine version of Worf, and he's still wearing his Klingon award belt that he wears, or his clan belt or whatever it is. But I've got them. He's in some tactical boots, and he's on an African American body that head fit right onto a Pawtucket, I believe. And it was one of the very first boils I ever did a long time ago. He's been around a long time on that very durable body. Data is on the original 12-inch release, and I think they bend a little bit here and there on the knees and all that. So he can kneel and all that, but the head is a straight up left right occasion. But it's Data. Gotta have and I'm bringing it up because of season 3 of Star Trek Picard. You can almost erase season 1 and 2 and end up watching what you would expect if the Next Generation crew got back together 30 years later, how much older they would be. Jean-Luc is supposedly some kind of robot thing. They kind of addressed that in this latest episode. But other than that, Riker's being Riker. At long last, he's the captain. He's the one making the decisions. He's the one telling the Admiral Picard to stand down and all that. And it's got all these great character moments. It's well written at long last. But sadly, this might be the last time we ever see good Star Trek on TV. So I would go watch it, especially if you're Gen X and you saw it as it came out back in the day, and Worf was, and when they did the Robin Hood thing, I am not a merry man. I love that line from him. Okay, so we're going to come back real quick and keep on with this incoming number 22. All right, Sergeant Soldier, we're back here with my Batgirl, and got my Budweiser beer on, and everything's going good. Actually, I got to move something real quick so I can remember to put it away, because I'm looking at it right now, just off camera. I'm going to set it over here. But tonight, I want to kind of show off the progression of what I'm just going to call, instead of code name Carpenter, I'm going with shop teacher. I think that's great. He's the perfect veteran shop teacher. I should get him like a fake hand to carry I got the toolbox. I filled it full of tools and some sticks of black cat that looked like dynamite and stuff like that. So I think I might get him or transplant one from another guy to show him having a bionic hand. That would be hilarious. And, because of shop accidents, not because he's a veteran and a adventure team member, but he's got his, I got a black adventure team that I thought would go good with to match off with the black thing I got, adventure team apron I got from Third Son Books. Link in the description. Anyway, I got him a pair of safety glasses that, he's got both eyes. So obviously he wears his safety glasses in his shop. But I got him a pair of socks, white socks, because I thought the low boots without those looked a little goofy. Got those from Cotswold. And yeah, I think he's turning out well. He holds his toolbox well. It's full of tools. I got some more coming. What I was getting off camera was a scale tape measure that I got in some tool lot. And so I think for a long time ago, along with the hammer and all that, those are all like, I think I snapped a couple of the tools early on because I figured out they were what would you call it, two-part epoxy. So hard, like well done, obviously, and painted, pre-painted when they showed up. So also, what I wanted to show off here was these bodies that came from Amazon. Link in the description. And this little ball part will fit a G.I. Joe head, but you got to kind of glue it on. Fortunately, I got a bunch of heads from, I believe, was it Jeff at Skunkworks, and he sent them along with the reflock that I did on my bald adventurer, my aging adventurer. And I did all, he did the gray on the flocking, and I did the dry brushing with the white. But bendy knee, super soldier, all that, hands pop out easy, heads change over easy. And again, that head just went right in. The adapter on it was made almost for the connector that goes on these guys. Something that, and I want to show off the difference in width and shoulder between the World Peacekeeper, which has a ball head inside of it, but the ball head inside of here is way smaller, so you can't transplant heads because World Peacekeepers make. What we need, I think that thing will pop out, or what we need is an adapter that it goes to World Peacekeepers, because I hate beheading these bodies and then really not having anything but the same head to put back on. That's kind of a bummer. I can't put the G.I. Joe head adapter, which I'm going to go off camera and grab real quick because it's been drying. And dead air. Death of a radio show. Anyway, here he is. This adapter popped off, and then this resin cast head I'm gonna hand paint. Paint the scar on, get the hair, and just kind of do a regular painted head job, and have a vintage head to put on. $25, I think, after taxes and all that, is how much they cost. It's $21.99, I believe, for these, and then plus tax. So anyway, I wanted to just kind of show that when you take the clothes off the World Peacekeepers, the cuff doesn't kind of come down all the way, so it kind of gets solved with gloved bendy hands from Cotswold, but because they fit right in. I lost one of the feet adapters. I was popping it out of the foot and it rolled on the floor. I heard it click on the ground twice, and like a basketball, God knows where it went. And I swept the floor everywhere, nothing. And I probably threw it away. So so far I've got enough, but I had to get on Monkey Depot and order some more of these to fit another pair of feet that aren't bendy at the end and a real bitch to get into tall boots. So anyway, check these figures out over on Amazon. I think they're pretty cool, and you can get new hands for them. Both the ball and the hand pop out. Anyway, so that's I've got more incoming. I got a pretty good order from Cotswold This is the bag of the smalls. It's a lot of both sunglasses and eyeglasses because I drop them on the floor and crush them all the time. I got a bunch of Australian bush hats, and I have even more, like 4 more of these shoulder holsters coming, the black ones with 45s. I've got a lot of projects that those are going on. I got a big bag of Adventure Team, all different colors of 3D printed, mostly Adventure Team dog tags. Greg just put out a video talking about a real value up on the website right now, which is the American version of the jerry can. And I bought a half a dozen of them because, you know, I've got like 3 or 4 Jeeps, you know, plus a dune buggy and a mobile support vehicle, you know, to have, you know, enough fuel cans finally to put on my Jeeps, on my Jeep projects, and it'll save someone else a lot of 3D printing time, you know, for me at least, and maybe I'd be more interested in fuel barrels, oil cans, I guess they call them. Also, I got a Tuskegee Airman who is wearing so much cool clothing, from the rubberized boots, tan pants, pistol belt, which is just like something you get at Cotswold. It's got the G.I. Joe type buckle on it. You know, I believe he comes with a, I don't know if he has one. I haven't looked yet. Don't need to show that. Let's put this down. Anyway, on the inside, he's wearing a pilot's cap, leather jacket, tan pants, pistol and pistol belt, pistol holster. He's wearing like a attaché case. I don't know if he's got, oh, and this is the big winner, is he's carrying 4 thermoses full of coffee and a lunch heater. That's just gonna go everywhere with every Adventure Team project that I have. But he just had, you know, he has Indiana Jones's jacket on. He's got, you know, that hat, which can be converted to Tales of the Gold Monkey, and on and on and on and on. So I'm gonna have an African American Pawtucket body that's gonna be extra out there, which you know, I may just keep for a lot of different reasons. Anyway, that's incoming, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm going to put this out about 8 o'clock Pacific time, so I'll talk to you all later.